Tonight we've come to one of Pattaya's premier hotels right on the beach to try what they call the Seafood International Buffet. It's only on Saturday nights, and this happens to be a Saturday night. So let's go in and see how it stacks up with the other buffets in town at the big hotels, and I'll tell you all about it. Hey folks, and welcome back to Pattaya. We're going to be up at the north end of the beach tonight, right at the Holiday Inn around Soi 1. Look, I've always maintained that I really feel the best buffets in town are going to be found at your big high-end hotels and resorts. I just think they have the most resources to bring to bear. And tonight being a Saturday night, the Holiday Inn here, they're going to throw the best they got at us, and we're going to try to eat it up with a knife and fork here. So let's go in. You guys will come along for the ride. So we've come up to the 4th floor. We're in the Holiday Inn, the big Holiday Inn right down on Beach Road. It's called the Seafood International Buffet. The signs are right out here, and this is the exact same advertisement I saw online for it. And pretty much. The price was $1,190, $1,190. But it says you can get an early bird discount if you book in advance, which is what we did. So we called yesterday, we booked. That's supposed to entitle us to 10% off. So we'll see how that works. But it's every Saturday night. And international seafood, I'm not sure what that means. I know what seafood means, but is it all seafood and then prepared in international ways? Or is some of it seafood and other international dishes? Maybe there's French, Italian, Mexican, who knows? So we'll find that out. I'm hoping it's all seafood, but just prepared in an international fashion. So we'll see. But anyway, we'll go in, we'll get our booking straightened out, we'll see about that 10%, and then we'll start looking at the buffet, see what we're going to eat tonight. I gotta tell you, we've got our table. They wanted to sit us outside. They said they're full. So, and we made the booking yesterday. But we do have a table for inside here. We finagled it, but good luck walking in. If you're gonna come, I would make a booking. Soft drinks, I got a ginger ale here, are included. But there's also, on top of the food buffet, there's a beer buffet and a wine buffet. Beer buffet is 399 baht for 2 hours. The wine buffet, the same thing, except it's 499. So if you're a big drinker, for 2 hours, I'd say 400 baht for the beer buffet. I think you'd almost have to drink 3 bottles per hour. Now, they said they had Heineken Draft and something else. I'm not sure that you could get your money's worth. I'm sure some of you guys could. I don't know that the average person could. I think it would just be more of a break-even proposition maybe for 2 hours for 400 baht of beer. We're not going to get any extras. We're just going to get the buffet. I think they're trying to sell V an extra right now. Yeah, they're trying to sell V the wine buffet. There's no way she wouldn't get more than a glass or two out. Okay, so we're still a little early. We haven't been able to dig in. But from my assessment, it is mostly seafood, but there are some other international offerings. I saw meatballs. I saw a duck curry. I'm kind of interested in those meatballs. Bacon wrap something or others. A huge fish. There's some sushi. A big raw bar. Big pasta bar right behind us here. We kind of look out at the kiddies pool. There's a pizza station there just putting the pies out. So we'll take a big look around. I was very impressed with the initial offering of the desserts. A lot of times these buffets, they kind of skimp on the desserts. The desserts looked pretty legit. And there's a chocolate fountain. So V loves chocolate and she loves the shrimp. I can see some chocolate covered shrimp in her future. Anyway, let's look around at the buffet. By that time, hopefully we can start getting plates. They have some very, very big plates here. So anyway, we came early to look around. We got to do that, but we got to go get our first dibs. I'm on my second plate already. I went right up for some of the international offerings. Those meatballs, had to try those meatballs. They were very good, soft, melted in your mouth. They had covered in mozzarella and some marinara sauce, very good. The best thing I had, even better than that, was the duck curry, the gangbet up there. Wow, very, very good, awesome. I could just come here and just eat all that. But of course I can't because it's seafood, and I wanted to get kind of that stuff out of the way. A couple things in the international arena that caught my eye, get those under my belt, and then start hitting the seafood. So I went back up to the raw bar and got some sushi bar, raw bar. Also had some salad, a little bit of salad, and a little bit of the Korean fried chicken. Wasn't too impressed with the Korean fried chicken, could have been more crispy. But the meatball is very good. I could just make a couple meatball sandwiches and leave here happy. Anyway, I'm going to try the sushi. V kind of followed suit. She tried the fish first, and then she's going up to hit them hard on the raw seafood and the sashimi, the sushi as well. We'll see what she gets. Here she comes. It's just starting. I got one oyster. She got a half dozen. Anyway, show you what she gets. We got a possible game-ending injury going on here. V took a splinter in the thumb from her chopstick. These guys right here, the chopsticks they give you to eat the sushi with. She says a very fine splinter went right into her thumb. There's a doctor performing surgery here at the buffet table, so we'll see if she can get back in the game in the second half or something. I'm not sure. She might have to go on the 90-day disabled list. Anyway, I'm eating circles around her, especially with the injury now. I'm going to be on my third plate, and she's only done one. Okay? Okay. Okay, they got the splinter out. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, again. So they have filled up in here. Not filled up, but it's probably 60-65% full right now. And I don't even know if anybody's sitting outside. I'm just judging from the inside. But it's mostly families, couples and families. Just a whole handful of kids just came in. All Thais. I've not seen another foreigner in here yet. But from what's in here now, we've been here close to an hour. It's going on 6 o'clock. All Thais, mostly families. But it is filling up. So you got to look at it, 1,200 baht a head. Not exactly cheap. I think this probably is on par with the other buffets in town. Definitely not better in any way. I like the surroundings. I like the dining room. The staff has been very good, very attentive. I like the pool right out front. You get a little bit of a view, or out back, I should say. The food that I've had has been good. The grilled seafood, I wasn't so enthralled with the grilled crabs. I like the crabs to be steamed. It's a different texture when they grill them, when they put them on a grill, and that's obviously what they did there. But the sushi was good. Everything I've had was good, and I'm not done eating yet. Despite the injury, V has caught up and probably surpassed me now. So she's doing fine, didn't slow her down. It slowed her down, but she caught right back up. And I'm tempted to try that pasta station. They're making like a carbonara back there. But the pasta, that'll probably hit my stomach like a lead balloon, you know. Then I won't be able to eat anymore. I'd rather fill up on the seafood than the pasta. So it's time for dessert. You know, they got a singer in here as well. And she sings, the music's kept very low. Actually, maybe almost too low because there's quite a din of conversation in here right now. It's pretty full. I guess it's reaching capacity in here right now. So they were right about that. Well, even though we were first ones here, we had to just take whatever table they gave us because they did have a full dining room with cooking. So dessert time. I tried the red velvet cake, very rich. A lot of cream in that, not as much cake, but very rich. And the chocolate layer cake. Wow, very good. Actually, the red velvet cake was richer than the chocolate layer cake. Little self-serve tubs of ice cream. I prefer that to everybody dipping out of the trough of the ice cream. I like the little single serving containers. Nice touch. They probably cost more, but in this day and age, people dipping out of those big 5-gallon drums, I don't know. We hit him pretty hard on the shellfish, as was to be expected. Not so much on the shrimp. She had more mussels and oysters and crabs, some clams, and she had a little bit of shrimp too, but I think she got our money's worth for us. I don't know that she's going to have dessert. I probably had her dessert. I got 2 pieces of cake. They're thin. They're very thin. So I did finally see a couple more foreigners in, but it really is probably over 90% Thai in here. Maybe 95%. But anyway, good evening. We will finish up whatever there is to finish up. I don't think V's going back. I think she's had her full. And then we'll mosey on out here, see what we're going to do tonight. Yeah, I have been asked by various people I run into, you do not have to be staying at the hotel here to indulge in the buffet. You can turn up just a regular buffet customer, pay your way. They did give us that 10% off each, so we ended up saving, I don't know, in the neighborhood of 120 baht each, about 240 baht for the both of us. So that was nice. I think we still got out of there. It was still close to about 2,200 baht for the both of us, but we didn't. We felt like we got value for our money. We both got our full. We barely made it out the doors here. So anyway, next time something else, but for this episode, gotta leave it off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.